I'm just kidding. I'm just scared, Juseyo. I was expecting you to like. No. Hi guys. Hi guys, welcome back to another discussion video, and we are going to be discussing Radiant Office Missing 9. No, Radiant Office episode 2. So guys, I want to get like used to saying Radiant Office. I feel like in the beginning, watching a new drama, I'm always like, Goblin, no, Missing 9. And now I'm like, Missing 9.
We
no,
almost did that with Missing 9.
I know.
We're gonna almost saying Goblin 100 different times.
Yeah. Eventually, when we get to the end of this show, when we go to our new show, it's gonna be like, we're gonna be like, oh, Radiant Office. No, darn it. No, another show. But anyway, we go into episode 2. Dun dun dun. And this is where Hwe-Hyun gets interviewed by Woo-jin. And I just want to mention that I think it's adorable how Hwe-Hyun's character was during the interview. He's like, my name is Hae-Hyo, and I'm like, he's sputtering everywhere. He's giving this such an awkward introduction that it's totally like pre-planned, and you can tell that it's like written down for him, but he's like he's just so awkward, and I love it.
So can we talk first about the opening sequence?
Oh my god, about the shooting?
Yeah!
I'm shocked. Did I tell you, like, I remember I Skype called you, and you're in the middle of watching episode 1, and I was like waiting until you get to episode 2, like about her imagination, because when I saw that scene of a shooting, I was like, oh my god, what?
I'm like, oh my god, everything just got really real, and then I realized it was just her imagination when they were like denied or like disqualified or whatever, and it was like their TOEIC scores, and one was larger than the other, and I was like, oh, it's a metaphor. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I can get on board with this.
Yeah, I freaked out too in the beginning, and then it like the scene changed to them being like a warehouse, and I was like, oh, okay, your imagination's acting up again. I get it, Hwe-Hyun, your imagination. So, yeah, and so they get interviewed. So I actually thought that scene was amazing, and I love the fact that they're putting so much effort into her imagination, because usually it would be something like I don't know, just like her sitting on her shoulder or something like that, and like, but I'm glad they're adding that much effort into her imagination, so it's like A+ for me.
Mm-hmm.
But she goes into the interview, and of course Woo-jin is interviewing her, and Kang-ho is sitting next to her, Hwe's character, and he is also getting his interview too. And it's so awkward because she sits there and she's like, does he remember me? Does he not remember me? And when he brings up her grades again, she's like, yeah, I'm just working, part-time jobs to like help pay for my life and stuff like that. And he says some like comment about how does she think she can like work here when she doesn't have any experience, and she like freaks out. She like yells at him. She's like, I need to make a living. I need to do this and this. Like, she gets out of the chair and she's like, not even holding back her anger. She's like pissed off at him. She's pointing at him, and her like imaginary self is on the floor. Her imaginary cheerleader is like, stop, no. And then she slowly realizes, this is not my imagination. This is real life. Ooh, like, and the fact that she like kind of just walks back to her chair and she's like, I'm sorry, but I do like the fact that she tells them off that tells them that working at all the part-time jobs taught her that people in power are strong, while her people in charge are always struggling. Mm-hmm. And that small companies, the small company that she worked for, are also the companies that basically help the larger companies. So that's what she applied there. And so I was like, oh, but it's so awkward though that she got me yelled at him, and I was like, oh my god, this is another imaginary thing, and I'm like, oh no, it's not, sit down, girl,
it's real, abort mission.
Oh my god, have you ever done something like that where you're saying something you're imagine like in your head, or imagining something, you actually do it?
I've blurted things out that I've meant to think before, but I've never like gone and okay, so let me tell you a story. I used to work at McDonald's. And
you did? When did you do that?
I was 16, remember? Like, I was working like every weekend, every Friday and Saturday.
Oh, yes.
The one in Manchester.
I remember because our other friend used to work there too.
My husband just called me a loser too. And I had the headset on or whatever, and this was before they had like the newer headsets, and I was holding down the button to talk to the person, and they were giving the order, and I was like, okay, like, is there anything else? And they're like, yeah, and I'm like, of course there is. I meant to say it in my head, and I said it through the speaker.
Oh, did they say anything?
They didn't catch it.
Oh my
I just flicked my hand off the button as fast as I could. I'm like, and the thing about the headsets is that they're connected to the managers too, so they can hear everything you're saying, and they must not have caught it either. So I'll just check it off as like never do that again kind of deal. But yeah, because their order was like huge. It was like $40, and then I'm like, is there anything else? And yeah, and I'm like, of course there is. I
oh my goodness. I don't think I've ever done anything like that. I mean, I probably said stuff that I shouldn't have said before because it's like really loud and obnoxious, but like I like your face, Sam. But I don't think I've ever said anything that's like completely off track. Okay, you guys, so we're back. Sorry for a short break. Sam's husband decided to brutally murder a bag of cereal. So it was just like that. That was the noise we heard. I'm sorry, I just like put my hand over my mic. But yeah, so back into it. We have her leaving the interview, and after she just thought she destroyed it, and in the other scenes we see Kai-Tek, the guy with glasses, running into his ex-girlfriend, and her name is Gina, and we find that Gina works there, and she's pissed. She's like, why the hell are you here? Like, you don't need to be here. You're not smart enough to be here. And you don't have any of the qualifications to work here. You're basically bashing him, telling him to leave. And he's like a puppy dog. He's basically like, well, if I get a job here, do you want to get back together? And she's like, no. And I'm just like, I get it why she's frustrated, but then again, I'm like, we don't need to be so mean to him, you know?
Right. And like telling him he can't work there, but like now he's got like the possibility of having a job. Why would you take that away from someone? Exactly. Just because you don't want to be coworkers.
Exactly. Oh, and then so Hwe-Hyun, Kang-ho, and Kai-Tek all meet up after they're done interviewing. And do you guys kind of feel like Kai-Tek didn't even get an interview? Because they were like, yeah, did you get that manager that was really mean? And he's like, yeah, totally. No, what did he say? He's like, yeah, totally. He
lied. Yeah, he lied about it because he didn't know anything about him.
Yeah, so I don't know how he got like, I don't know. I don't think he got interviewed. Do you?
No, I don't know how they would have chosen then.
Yeah,
unless like Gina said
unless he hacked in, he like hacked the computer or something like that. I could see that. But they decide to get revenge over the guy, Woo-Jin, and they order a bunch of fast food. Oh my goodness. I don't know.
So much food.
It's like, how do I get revenge on the guy who's not nice to me? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna order him a bunch of food. So he has to pay for it all. I mean, like, they're such kids.
That's like $300 of food, though.
Yeah, but like then again, it's like you're such a kid. So why would you like? I don't know. When I think about like I want to be revenge on someone, I'm gonna like. I don't know what I would do. I'm not a very revengeful person, but like, food is the last thing from my mind.
I think it's hilarious, just because they're about to cost them a lot of money.
Also, I love the fact that Hoya's character was like on the phone. He's like 1, 2, and they're like no 5, and how Kai-Tek was like, do you think we'll get in trouble if he doesn't pay for the bill? Like, won't the deliverers get in trouble, deliverers or the company get in trouble or have a hard time? And she's like, no, I worked for them before. I worked for all these companies before, and they always rip off like the employees. Don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, burn.
You know what? So that's like dual revenge because they're not going to get paid, or they are. And they have to do these massive orders, and the guy who was a jerk to her freaking has to pay for all of it, or he won't. And so someone's going to get screwed somehow, so. It's dual revenge for her, at least.
Exactly. And then, like, we get... they're all, like, all the employees, once the food come there, they're kind of trying to hide it a little bit, because Manager Park, he he banned food from the office because he doesn't like the smell of food. And so they're all trying to hide it, but of course when he comes to see it, he's like, who ordered food here, blah, 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 but then he's, like, the first one to dig in. Well, like, Woojin's like, I didn't order this food. He doesn't care because he's already peeling through the plastic, eating all the food. Like, I was like, really, dude? But they both meet up with the CEO, Woojin and Manager Park. And Manager Park and Woojin's really upset because Manager Park took basically his ace from the marketing team and moved it to the sales team. And so the CEO's like, well, just hire some new team members. Which ends up being, we all know who it ends up being.
Right.
But then, of course, you know, Hwe-Hyun goes to her roof and kind of burns all her applications, giving up on actually working on a company, which is kind of sad to think about. And then she decides to move out of her apartment. Or wait, no, not move out. She goes to her roommate, asking her roommate if she could have her roommate's old phone. Of course, her roommate's like, yeah, sure, $100.
Right.
Like, I was like, dude, you're not going to use her old phone. Why don't you just give it to her for free? It's not that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And she does find out, she gets a phone call that she has a 3-month contract with this company. And she's like, she's so confused. She's like, why am I getting hired? I just, like, blew up. But she's like, I don't know. Is this a trick? I don't know. But I thought that was really sweet that she actually did get a job. And you're like, yes, finally you got a job, even though it's a contract job, and she's only going to be there for 3 months. So, oh, yeah, and then there was a scene, though, where she was in her, the convenience store working, and someone came and stole the food, and she threw her shoe, and, like, and Mrs. Woojin, because Woojin walks into the store and hits her manager square in the face. What do you think about
Oh my god, in her defense, someone was stealing. She was trying to stop them.
Yeah.
But, like, Korean drama timing, like, you knew it wasn't going to end the way it was supposed to. And I actually thought, though, that she was going to end up hitting Woojin and not her manager. But when he was like, well, if she's unreliable, then you should fire her. I was like...
Yeah.
What?
I like the fact, though, that she was hiding from him. She's, like, hiding. She's like, oh, God. And how he used her name. And she's like, why are you using my name? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, because I definitely think Woojin definitely knew that she was there. And was like, just fire her. Just fire her. I'm like, you're such an ass.
Right. And, like, where they work is, like, right... It looks like it's, like, right across the street anyway.
Yeah. So we find out that, you know, next day she goes in to go work at the office. And she finds out that Kang-ho and I can't remember. Basically, her two best friends that tried committing suicide are there too. And you're just like, they all got the same job basically. You're just like, what? I definitely think it's really funny how they keep on running into each other too. Like how they ran into each other after in the hospital, then they escaped and they was the
one of them. Like it was weird how strange their fate was because the three of them kept like coming together.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, the show kind of acknowledges that they keep being put together.
Yeah, exactly. But I think so cute how like. I think it's interesting how the how Kai-Tak was hired because his ex-girlfriend looks pissed.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's like, "What are you doing here?" Like, I didn't think you were gonna get hired, but it's kind of like a finger. I don't know how to explain it. Not a finger. It's kind of like a slap to her face that he got hired after she was like, "You're not gonna get hired."
So can we talk about too? I think it's Manager Joe and his awful comment about how women don't belong in sales.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he already has 2 women working in sales, like there's already two or three there.
Yeah.
And then saying that like sales is in a women's area. Well, number one, you have 3 women working for you. I think they're like out of the 6, 3 of them are women, so you got 50% right there.
Yeah, exactly.
But for him to be like, well, the women belong in marketing and men belong in sales, I'm like, that's messed up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like, I get it's Korea, but it's 2017 at the same time. Like, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
And if you should base it on merit and not someone's gender. And that's about as political as I'll get. But Oh, I was like, I wanted to reach through and smack him so hard.
Me too.
I was so frustrated.
And we also find out that the ER doctor is actually the chairman's son of the job they're working. And that doesn't mean that he could still be Woo-jin's brother, but we don't really know that. We don't really know that yet. But he's basically having dinner with Manager Park, and Manager Park, like, I don't know, Manager Park is like eating with the son's boss, and it seems very political. Like, I think the manager Park is going to try to take over, or try to like get shares or stocks or whatever, try to take over the company. I don't know, do you feel like that? Like, Manager Park is kind of shady?
Yeah, I think, he is quite the shady person. So it's not going to be a drama of corporations unless someone's trying to take over something, or like someone's trying to take advantage of an inheritance or a promotion or something like that.
Yes.
I think it's going to be something that, like, maybe it's a promotion or something that Woo-jin and him are going to end up getting put up for. I don't know what's going to happen with it, but he is sketchy. So.
Yes, and we also find out that Manager Park, basically during that dinner, Manager Park says that he took care of the favor for the doctor, and asking him how he knew those people. And we've kind of find out that, or it's kind of mentioned, but it's not like in fact, that the doctor actually got them their jobs. So that's very interesting, the fact that he knew that they were applying for the job. I don't understand how that would work out, though. How, like, he knew they were applying there. I guess we'll find out later on via flashbacks.
Well, it's like, he might have seen the I don't know. He might have seen the application, saw that it was the 3 people who couldn't pay their bills.
Yeah, and was like, get them a job, which was actually really nice to him. I'm honestly interested in seeing what the ER doctor has to say, because he's really cute too, and I'm really interested to see what else he has to play in the show itself. But then Woo-jin also got a letter threatening, or telling him that Manager Park is corrupt, but no, like, reply, or no name, or no, like, reply, return address on the mail. So he doesn't know who sent it, but he still, like, put it away safely, and he decides to, like, look up Manager Park, and then call, like, HR to request a list of people who were hired by him and stuff like that. So I think that's very interesting that there is, like, someone there that knows what's happening and writing letters to Woo-jin, because they think Woo-jin will take care of it. I don't know. It's interesting why they would send a letter to, like, the newest person added to the management company.
Well, he went to a warehouse and, like, met with someone. He had said something along the lines of, like, you got my letter. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Crazy hair?
Yeah, who was it? I don't remember. Hold on. It was, who was it? I'm pretty sure it was a person that worked with him before. It was Manager Park. Wait, hold on. No. It was, the Guy Dong. And he's the one who, I'm pretty sure that he was the one that was another manager that worked with him. I'm not sure who he is. I'm sorry, you guys. It's Guy Dong. So
it doesn't matter. Anyway, guy with crazy hair. And he had said, like, oh, you'd gotten my letter or whatever, and he was like, what do you want me to do with this? And, like, now he has inside information too. So it's like, how are you going to use this information? Like, are you going to hold on to it? Are you going to tell someone right away? So that'll be interesting to see how that letter plays on later on in the series.
Yes. And then we have this whole issue where Hwe-Hyun wants to be a part of the sales team, but of course she's playing on the marketing team, and how she has to work out the whole stuff that happens with this woman who wants to return a mattress, but she can't because it's against the guidelines. And, like, I love how the guy, the manager, I think his name it's not Manager Park, it's we're gonna get used to the names in a second. What's his name? Sorry, you guys. I wrote it down somewhere. I don't remember his name, but I think he's, like, I don't think he's a manager. I think he's, like, just a person working there. I don't remember his name, but he takes him to the warehouse, and then he finds out that a woman is there returning a mattress, and he's like, no, we gotta go, and they go back in, and then the woman finds him at the office, and she's there looking for him, and so Hwe-Hyun's like, listen, I can like control my anger, let me go talk to the customer, and if I sell this, you gotta put me on the sales team. And so, do you want to talk about what happens between her and the customer?
A lot of begging, essentially. So she goes in to try and deal with it, which, number one, like, she goes in and she's like, hi, I'm like a contractor or whatever, and the lady is like, I don't want a contractor, I want to see the, like, whatever, what's his face, who sold me the mattress.
Young Jay.
Young Jay, who, like, screwed me over. And, like, I thought the whole scene was hilarious of them, like, of her trying to attack him and, like, whatever, so trying to, like, get in between them and is like, no, like, please talk to me,
Yeah.
I can handle your situation, whatever. And then she finally gets him out, and, like, she gets down on her knees and was like, the mattress can't be replaced, but I can, and, like, trying to play to this woman's sympathy, and surprisingly for her, it works. And when the lady comes out and goes, she handled my claim, I was like, yay, her job is saved, thank you. You're not as much of a crazy woman. We're going to see her again.
You think so?
I think we're going to see her again. Like, I don't think she was, I know she was there to save her job, but she doesn't seem like a character that's going to go away very easily.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
very quickly. So I feel like we're going to see her again.
What else happened in this episode? Okay.
So finds out that one of the contractors is going to get hired full time.
Yes, she finds out that, and it's very interesting. So I definitely think that's the reason why she's being so like trying to stock up to everyone. And there's a scene where they go out for company drinks, and she sees that she says sorry to Hoya's character, and she goes to fill the drink for Manager Park, and she drinks with him, and Manager Park is a little sketchy person, and how she's like getting drunker and drunker, and they go karaoke, and the woman who is like the woman manager, I forgot her name too because I'm awful at this, my computer's freezing right now, so I don't know any of their names. I'm sorry, you guys. I had it written down in a Word document, and now it's like frozen up in his A. Usually I'm a lot more organized than this. What's her name? Lee. Wait, hold on. Jo Seok-jin. I'm sorry if I'm saying her name wrong, but she kind of notices what's going on, and she basically tells them to stop, and she's like, listen, you need to stop, like, stop letting her drink, and like trying to stop her, and the guy's like, no, she has to drink, and he's being so sketchy, like he's forcing her to drink, even though she's like, listen, I'm gonna throw up, and he's like, no, just drink another glass, you'll be fine, and then he wants to dance with her, and I love that the manager is like, listen, no. Also the fact that the manager, the woman manager, she's always left out, no matter what, she's always left out. And
I think something happened between her and the manager who was making So drink.
You think so?
That's why she was being so protective.
Yeah, I think, yeah. And then she, that would make sense, actually. So then she, finally, so Hoya's character calls, the guy with the glasses. Cute, and basically tells him, like, listen, she's drinking. And he's like, well, what's the issue? Like, it's not an issue. And she's like, Hoya's character's like, listen, I went to the hospital. I did basically a physical, and nothing's wrong with me. I'm not sick. And he's like, I saw you reading your physical, and you're not sick. So Hwe-Hyun's sick, and she's drinking heavily. And as soon as he heard that, he was like, okay, I want to go. Let's go. And they run to, of course, the karaoke to go find her. And of course, Hwe-Hyun's there, and she overhears the whole conversation, and then she goes back to the office to turn in her resignation because she knows what's going on. And then, of course, the episode ends with her seeing, I can't remember the name.
Gwang-suk. Whatever. Is it Gwang-suk, or am I getting dramas mixed up? Woo-jin. What?
Yeah.
What are Gwang-suk? I think I'm getting Scarlet Heart in this mixed up.
I think you are too. Sorry, you guys. The first 2 episodes are always rocky because we're trying to remember everyone's name and trying to like figure out plot lines. And it does help that my computer's being awkward right now. I'm freezing out my Word document, so I can't read off any of my notes. So I'm sorry.
But anyway, so he finds her, and she's trying to put in her resignation letter because basically she has found out in her world that she is going to die.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, and then also, Kai-tek sees Shia getting yelled at, and he's like, do you want me to help? And Shia's like, no, you don't know anything about this. And, like, snaps at him about it. And it's, like, so rude, because I'm like, dude, like, he's just there to help. Like, why are you being so rude to him? And I don't like her character. I feel like she's being the mean character of the series.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm interested to see what's going to happen next episode, because during the previews we can see her getting sick, so I wonder if it's like she's having her period or if she's actually sick.
Yeah, and we also hear too that, oh my gosh, I'm going to look at his name so I don't mess it up again, that Seok-jin says to her something along the lines of like, are you just going to give up, or are you going to live for these next few months? And I'm like, oh, well, at least he's not totally heartless, and that like, don't give up just because you found this out. Like, live your life. At least it sounds like he's basically giving her a live your life to the fullest kind of pep talk.
Yeah, but I don't think he actually finds out that she's sick though.
Well, it kind of sounds like, I mean, it's a preview, so we don't know. Sometimes they're not really.
I think like she's like doing stuff, and he's like, don't give up, blah blah. It's nice to know though that he's not a complete jerk. But yeah, I'm sorry, you guys. Usually I'm a lot more organized than this. It's just that my computer hates me. But is there anything else you want to add, Sam? I'm sorry if we missed anything.
I'm gonna say for what looks like a romantic comedy, this one's pretty strong.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm excited for I like all the characters. Like, even the ones we don't like, I like.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like them for the right reasons, kind of deal.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's not the acting, the actual character themselves. Lots of shady stuff. It's gonna be like, because there's a lot of characters roaming around, so a lot of moving parts.
Yeah, totally.
So it's going to be interesting to like how they kind of like flesh out the story and then bring it back together.
Yeah, also
I'm happy. I'm glad we chose this one. You get to see Hwe-Hyun every week.
Exactly. But I mean, I personally really like this drama too. I like its strong characters. I like the comedy. I like her over dramatic, imaginary self. I like the characters. I like the growth in the drama, and I'm excited to see what the drama holds. I just hope that this is not going to be one of the dramas where the girl falls in love with the guy after episode 3 or 4.
I'll be so frustrated.
Me too. But I really like it, and I can't wait to learn more about this drama and watch more. And I'm excited for the next episode, which is coming out Tuesday. And yeah. Wednesday.
Thursday.
Wednesday. Anyways, you guys, we hope you enjoyed this discussion video, and we'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye.
Hey guys, what's up? We hope you enjoyed that discussion video because we enjoyed making it. If you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. If you liked it, you hit that like button. We make videos every Tuesday and Sunday, and we will see you soon.